teacher.
Welcome back, everybody, to Planetscape Edge of the Void. We have a new player and returning player here with us tonight. Everybody, welcome back, Doofus Domain Cleric. And everybody, please, I'm going to butcher your name, Conoclid?
Concleon.
Concleon, I was close. To Planetscape. Everybody, round of applause. You guys are lovely. I love you guys. But is everybody ready to get back into this?
No.
I almost forgot. Hello, Rocketeers.
Hi,
Hi,
Rocketeers.
Hello. Almost missed it. Almost missed it. I love it. So last we left off, the group was waiting for the plasmoid planet of Oloria to come back after the 12-hour time shift. Once it did come back, everybody noticed that the planet actually aged about 1,000 years due to the plasmoid that ended up stealing the tablet out of Vila's ship. Once the planet did come in, Reginald, the mayor of the city that they once visited, is now the planetary president and inviting them down for the celebration of his life and death. Subsequently, the plasmoid planet reabsorbs himself after they've lived for a certain amount of time. And with that, he wanted to say a final goodbye to his friends. But as they went down, they found that the city was built around the time traveling device that they once found before. Going in there, Genesis single-handedly breaks down and reabsorbs the technology that was found, making him immensely more powerful. Once that was done, the crew of the now Vorpal Sword signs a contract with the Omega Polystraeus for a deal within their guild and to have another guild upon their ship. With that, the crew of the ship is now called the Vorpal Sword with a call name Jabberwocky. As we get into tonight's session, everybody is flying through the deep space in FTL Drive, a little shaken up after Sebastian's little call. You knew he was coming, but you didn't think it was going to be that quick. You're all free to have at as you will as you make your way to the Mosaic Galaxy. While on the way, a few things before Vila. You get all the paperwork and you're filing it up. You're finishing up about to send it off, and you do. About an hour goes by and a notification comes on your tablet.
Who's it from? Is it from my boss or is it just
It's your boss, Jessica. She is like, it's you, her, and then like all the subsequent bosses that are above. Jessica kind of just times and goes, "Hey, great job. We love the enthusiasm. You're doing amazing, especially bringing in a new crew. But we are having a little bit of difficulty with one of your crewmates there. We have all the information for the banking, but we're doing a little bit of a background check, and it seems that there's a little bit of a red flag with a Jean-Luc."
Oh, what sort of red flag are we talking about? Is it something that like, are they dangerous?
Well, that's what we need to know. We were wondering, could you possibly get Jean-Luc on a conference call?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll just and I'll walk my tablet to where Jean-Luc is. Jean-Luc, do you have Jessica, how long do you reckon this is going to take?
I mean, it really depends, but I'd probably say about an hour, maybe.
Do you have some time to have a chat with my boss?
I mean, I kind of need to navigate the ship. Who's asking?
The people that are paying you.
I immediately jump out of the chair.
So I just hold up the tablet so both of us are on camera.
Hi, Jean-Luc.
Yeah, how's it going? I'm guessing Jessica.
That's right. That's right. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me today. We're having a little bit of an issue while it's a basic thing that we do with all the new recruits. We just run a little bit of a background test, and it's saying here that there's a little bit of a gap in your resume, and we were just wondering if you could try and help fill that in for us, because well, what is your current age?
You just man. He's gonna kind of look over at the screen and be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not checking my age real quick.
But if you are, that's completely fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm about, I guess, 35, 36, somewhere around there. I kind of quit. Different systems, different systems of measurement and whatnot.
I'm looking at your sheet here, so please make me a deception check.
Can I roll insight? Because I'm standing right next to him.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be a big old 11.
Cool. Jessica rolled a 2. So she goes, is that so? Okay. Well, sorry for all the little bit of a mix up here. It's just with the gap here, it's basically for the last 30 years you've had occupation. So that's why I'm just wondering here. I have no, maybe it's just a glitch in the system, must be. Hey, can we get Carol over here, please? Yeah, Carol from IT, thank you. Okay, so here we go.
I rolled a 10 just to I was one off.
So I'm just wondering, are you a clone or a biomade?
You may be confusing me with my dad. I'm named after him. We don't really have junior or senior where I'm from, so it's a bit confusing.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna have to go and run you by your galactic system codes, basically your social security. Do you mind just giving me that for just so we can double check? I will let you know. You do have an identity card.
Okay.
But I know your backstory, so you can assume what you will.
Sure thing. That's gonna be I'm sure there's gonna be another perception. 4835 672 47 aught.
I'm sorry, did you say aught?
Aught, that's 2 zeros.
Oh, my mistake. Thank you. Give the code, basically. That's all. It actually pulls up. Okay, so we hit. Okay. One moment. I see. Okay. Bila, I'm gonna need a private call, if you don't mind, if you just mind stepping out for a moment.
That's fine.
Sorry, it's just client privilege, confidentiality. If you understand.
That's fine. Jean-Luc, I may be back. I might need you again, but I'm just gonna go take this. I walk over to where my area is. So what are we looking at?
Oh no, sorry. Bila is being
I'm being kicked
she needs
out.
to talk
Okay.
to Jean-Luc.
Okay, I hand over the tablet and then I fuck off.
Nope, that's perfectly fine.
I feel like I've
You-
gotten back in the pilot seat. I'm like one hand on the steering wheel, one with a tablet.
Jessica goes, hi, okay, so are we alone?
I'm gonna look around. I sure hope so.
Perception check.
Let's see.
I so badly want to roll stealth, but I know that Viola would actually like respect her boss's wishes.
26.
26. You do see a couple of the doze warriors were kind of like in the corner, and you wait until the perfect time to do it, and you're like, yes, it's now time. You've waited to the point where you're good.
All right, I'm alone now.
Okay, so we're a very good and very popular corporation, so we can see the difference between what's real and what's not, but we don't discourage that. Your business is your own. We just need to make sure that everything is legal. So with
Can
that
I do an
being
insight
said,
check?
absolutely.
Well, 13.
13. She goes and goes, normally in this type of cases that we see and what's happening, the social number that you ended up giving us was from a deceased member that was over several cycles ago. So that's why if you're trying to
The name is Horace Fontenot.
very well.
Uh,
Do note that the Omega Polystratus is a corporation that prides itself in anonymity. So you have no worries here that your personal information will be kept. We appreciate that you have divulged your actual identity. We won't keep any of this on record. And as
yeah,
of
I'm
right
going to
now,
list the actual ID number and all
yeah,
that.
she
I want to earn
looks
an
up
honest
everything.
living.
She looks up everything and she goes through and goes, oh, some nasty business with the Boudreaux family. Okay, that's not too bad. They've been kind of quiet of late.
Obviously, don't want to be chased down. Trying to start anew. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I don't want to mess
with-
up none of the crew. If anything comes after me, leave them alone.
Well, with the, have you been in contact recently?
I have not been in contact with the family since I left.
You were there, and she X, because it doesn't say here, but it goes through the number of years and it's around the time period of when you left. She goes, there was an incident.
What kind of incident?
Oh, one particular nephew of Mr. Boudreaux.
That was an unfortunate incident.
Well, it seems here they've recovered his body, but there's something going on, and it seems that Papa's been a little bit preoccupied. So that's a little bit good. Our intel keeps up with all of the local crime organizations, so you have no worries. But do you feel that he would come after you still after all this time?
To my knowledge, he doesn't know that Horace is alive. That's why Jean-Luc is out and about.
Perfect. So what
I
I'm
guess a
gonna
good
do
question for
here-
you is, would you be able to help me come up with a new ID number?
That was my next thing. I'm going to be making sure that we can have a legitimate one that's freshly new. 30 years old, Jean-Luc of the Volpal Sword. Alrighty. And you get a little ping in your personal one. Like you have yours clipped to your hip, so you feel that vibrate and you see Omega Polystratus, one social galactic number issued. And she goes, and just to finish off, I'm going to be purging all records of Horace and Jean-Luc of any type of connection. So just to make sure.
Listen, the more you're selling this up, better pilot you're going to have. Quick wink.
We love to hear that over here at the Omega Polystraeus, and we hope you have a lovely day.
I'm going to holler back, holding up the tablet. It's like, or I'm hold it up. Are we good here? I need to make sure we're kind of navigating correct. I'm not supposed to, video call and drive. All right. Hey, I call back.
Jess looks at Vila and just goes, okay, well, that's all that we needed. It was just a little bit of hiccup with some paperwork. You're muted, hon.
Just checking. Is this going to be? I will have moved away from Jean-Luc at this point when I'm talking to Jessica. Is this going to be like? I'm not asking for details. Is this something that I'm going to have to worry about?
What I can tell you that the threat level of this is a bit minimal.
Okay.
We don't really stress out about this too much. But I mean, if
so it's not like the Dennis Society incident.
Well, if he goes off shooting his mouth about certain things, then he might get himself into trouble. Please, on behalf of the Omega Polystraeus, make sure you're off the clock when you're having shenanigans. But other than that, Vila, you've been doing a tremendous job. And please give my thanks to Captain Orca. He forfeited his percentage and actually got you guys into a silver division, which it like it's like bronze, silver, and gold, and the first payment for that has been gone, so it's like a little bit more luxurious. You guys, when you go to certain space stations over there, you guys will have primo quarters individually. It's like your own little suite.
Speaking of, when should we expect the delivery of my regeneration stuff? And
everything's been sent over.
Okay.
Everything's been sent over to the Omega I'm just going to say the OP for short. The OP outstation over on Bala 26 in the Strawberry Cloud system.
Okay, great. So I'll make a note of that. Is there anything else that I need to be aware of?
No. If you can, though, there is one other thing. We want to know, because at the running background of your ship, we have here, let's see, our records indicate here a Miss Kitty, but a Dust of the Wind.
Yes, we do have a Miss Kitty on board, yeah.
Excellent. We were just wondering, because a little birdie told us that there's a new contract that might be needed. See if maybe she can talk to her father about joining.
If you send me the correct forms over, I can get talking to her on that as well.
Wonderful. Having a military as planet system would be wonders for the attractions. Now, if that's all, if you have any questions.
No, I'm pretty good. Vila is definitely like trying to avoid talking about any, like, because she knows that Jessica's going to bring it up at some stage. If she tries to bring up like mandatory leave or anything, Vila's going to hang up. But she's like, yeah, no, this is all good.
Oh, another one who doesn't like vacation. Miss Kitty will fix that.
Everybody at this point is doing their own things on the ship. It's going to take about 12 hours to get there FTL driving, because it's across, like, your guys are going far to try to get away from Sebastian, and pinging around a couple other star systems. But at this point, you all hear the sound of like a loud like scream as you hear Hubblesworth, the orange Dozworth, like panicking, waddling up the stairs. Just, get away.
Rafe will run down to
always towards it with his light sword drawn.
Okay.
What's going on?
My monster on board.
John Luke, did we bring something on board when we left and we didn't tell anybody about it? Kind of drunk.
I mean, I don't remember bringing nothing that could be a threat, something that could make us a threat.
Can I go up to the Dose Wolf, please? And first of all, offer him a hug, and just try and get him to calmly explain what he saw.
Monster.
I'm gonna give the penguin man a hug. He's so cute. I can't
course, it's a
penguin. And he's hugging and he's scared. So if it's okay with me giving him a hug while I get him to explain what's going on.
Oh wait, Miss
While
Kitty
that's
needs to be
happening,
there.
I'm gonna slowly go down the hall that he came from.
Con, read your messages. Yeah, no, you guys don't see anything. Make a perception check or investigation check. I'll leave it up to you.
All of us?
Whoever's there.
Let's go with investigation. That's a nice.
I'm not
Oh,
there, so I'm not.
I
dealing with this.
got a nat 20 for a 30.
Oh. Okay. So you guys are going, everybody comes running in. You give Hubblesworth a you this is hilarious. You give him a hug, and as you do, you don't see anything except what looks like to be the ground is wet, and it goes to a series of pipes.
I don't see anything over here.
Is there a way to check for stowaways in the pipes?
What's going on,
What do you-
sugars? Miss Kitty
What do you
finally
mean
makes her
stowaways in the
appearance.
pipe?
We just left a planet of goo people and there's wet on the floor.
What kind of
I
wet?
just thought it was just them breaking pipes again.
Is there a
Calling
way
up
to
from the
scan
radio
the
from the
pipes?
cock. Oh, go ahead.
All right.
The pipes are really, really thin, and there's no really way to get back there for you guys.
With my telepathy and whatnot, what do I need to roll to see if there's any form of thought? Perception?
I would like either, because I don't really think perception would be so much, but I'll let you do an arcana.
Okay.
Can I help? Because I got a 30.
I got a
Investigate.
30.
I don't know how I help brain. So just roll with advantage, I guess.
Okay. Advantage. Roll. 21? 21? Yeah, 21.
21.
21.
And what were you trying to look again?
Thought in the pipes.
Oh, thought. We'll lead as an introduction. Khan, what are you thinking? Miss Kitty has a thing where she can read people's minds without having.
No, I'm thinking about this small bird creature. How solid it was. It's so strange.
Bird creature. Bird.
Small, just flapped and screamed and ran away. I can't get it.
What was his name again? Hubblesworth? Hugglesworth?
Mm-hmm.
Y-
That was
you,
the Doze War.
you mean the
So
Doze War?
The
Or-
Dozewall's name
I'm-
is Hibblesforth.
I'm telling you what I'm thinking.
And I'm telling you through your mind, you mean the Dozeworth whose name is
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry to intrude, Sugar, but you are invading personal space and private property. So would you be so kind as to get out of our sewer system, if you please?
Can I do an intimidation? Get out of my mind.
I will say,
Can I do
Yes,
an intimidate?
that-
An intimidate against the intimidate?
sure.
Oh, that's a 10.
You win.
I win?
Yes.
He
What
rolled a
did you
4.
roll? What did you roll?
That-
I want to
You
know.
rolled a
I
nat
rolled a-
1 plus
I rolled a
3.
nat 1 plus 4. Plus 3.
Again,
That was great.
kindly get out of our pipes, if you please. Thank you.
Okay. So now feeling this, I am gonna go out of the pipes, but not in the direction of any of where I was. I'm going in another direction in that pipe to get out.
Okay. You guys just kind of hear just kind of rattling with the pipes as he's moving through and going out, and you see the end of the plug pop off. This nasty brown sludge starts pouring out a little bit as he comes off, and you see this ooze morphic plasmoid flop down onto the ground, and everybody who went and who was on, so I guess just Wraith, Pocket, and Flight, please roll a perception check or an insight, your choice.
Let's try this again.
I got a 4 no matter what. Ooh,
16.
18.
Did I roll or
Doesn't say.
Possibly the grossest thing I've ever heard, to be honest.
You
24?
guys don't know. It's not Poop's Lover. That's not a thing. Okay, cool. Everybody actually knows that that's not a septic tank, but it's the filter for the water system. That's like algae that built up.
Oh, so
And
that
as he
pipe's connected to my room.
Now that's connected to my fish tanks.
potentially, you don't know. It does go through a filtration system. This is towards the end of the ship, so this is where you would plug in the water area to flush out the system and plug it with new water. So
Annie, you might need to decontaminate something.
you do see him come down, but everybody notices that this plasmoid seems off from the generational features that you guys just left the planet. It actually seems like maybe he's been on board since the first time you guys were down there and didn't notice it. I actually had a plasmoid on there since the beginning and nobody noticed.
Well, that was enough in my mind. If you please, I do not prefer that. Ugh. And
What?
I see the three of you look a bit upset. Isn't this not as a traditional look for me? And I'm gonna move into like a humanoid shape because I'm assuming I'm a puddle basically now.
You did go from
We've-
like blob into a human.
We've got no issue with your appearance. It's more you just came out of one of our pipes and we didn't know you were here until now.
I am here now. Does that suffice? I really hope it suffices.
I'm gonna call up to Wraith on the radio. It's like, hey, do I need to come down there, guns blazing? What's going on?
You might
Not
want to
yet,
come down
sugar.
here, but don't shoot anything.
I'm
When-
If
gonna.
you hear me, say space pineapple, start shooting.
Oka just caught up saying, "What the hell is going on? Why are y'all talking about pineapples on my line?"
Do I have a connection to this line?
You would have been given a comms by now.
Okro, we've got a stowaway.
I am
I'm on
just
As soon as I
way.
hear stowaway, I immediately start sprinting down the hall.
I am
You
just
guys see,
enamored with
babe.
what this feels like being out and about in a ship like this.
You guys both, all of you see Jean-Luc and Captain Oka Baywatch style running down the hallway together.
That
brings
Everyone's
back
pulling out
memories.
pistols.
Oh God.
How and when did you get here?
When this ship landed on the planet. Do you not remember that?
This ship didn't land on the planet.
Well, a ship, the way that you all arrived came down. I came just, as I needed to along your first time around. When you were down, I just decided to pop on along.
Am I that unobservant that I didn't notice another person hanging onto my ship?
I'm more
Which-
appalled
okay,
that I didn't
Which ship
detect.
was it? Was it the one with the cat ladies, or was it the other one?
Nope,
Well-
it was from when, because the ship did go down. Because what happened was you guys took your light fighter with Miss Kitty and Vila to the capital city. The Wraith and Manny had to go use the actual ship to bring it down on the planet and take the little bike riders that are on the ship, because you can't fly those down through space, and then rode off in, and then conveniently actually
okay.
his
I
home
thought-
was over there by the cliff and mountainsides and such.
Okay,
Oh, I thought-
my understanding was that the ship didn't actually land; they just got into atmosphere. But okay, that's
They
fine.
did.
Yeah, that's how I thought
Yeah.
too.
How fortuitous for me to be able to just take and leave the planet. You were a stroke of luck I could not have asked for otherwise.
Did you
I
not
swear,
like
I don't
the
go
hole?
down with y'all to the ground for just a few times, and all of a sudden we're getting hitchhikers.
Yeah, apparently so.
Honestly, it was not our fault. I blame Manny for not checking the system for any stowaways.
I
Yeah.
generally remember seeing you when I got on. So I believe I knew you were there at least.
I think those
Manny's
new
like,
eyes. I
I'm the
bought from
medic.
Manny.
What the hell are you talking? Sorry, I'm the medic. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I
didn't detect
blame
the
you,
life
Manny. I
form.
blame you. I just need someone to blame because I'm not taking responsibility.
Just small kid arm punches to the leg. Doesn't even hurt.
Wait, Manny, I thought oh no, actually that's the dose was. Never mind.
I didn't detect the life form. I am slipping.
Oh,
I
were
need
fo-
a vacation.
We
Oh,
were
it's-
focused on some other stuff. It's fine. How long do you plan to be here?
As long as I necessarily need to, as long as we've left the planet, correct? This is my first time on a ship, so I'm hoping we have left the planet.
We left and you missed 1,000 years of
Thank
development.
God. Oh no, I missed 1,000 years of competition. Oh, well, it was inevitable. I had to leave anyway. But yes, I don't plan on going back as long as you guys aren't going back, right?
Jean-Luc's gonna lean
Technically
down. It's like,
should.
hey, I got a serious question for you. Do I owe you money?
I believe not, unless you own change to the purse of the Mercury Belt tournament. Do you owe to the Mercury Belt tournament?
Do I owe to the Mercury Bell tournament?
You've never even heard of that.
I go out and shake his hand. Welcome to the crew, man.
What the heck?
Huzzah!
This is not how it works.
Y'all took me on
Captain
for this.
Oka. Captain Oka looks over and points his fingers out. Listen, you want to work and live on this ship? That's fine, but you better hold your own, or I'll throw you out the damn airlock.
At this point, I let the flail, like any of you start to realize I'm a puddle of goo. So anything I actually have is inside the puddle of goo. So the flail that is inside, the end of the flail drops down to the ground. So you hear a thud. I think that I can handle myself as necessary if you need that.
I hand over 100 credits towards Miss Kitty. Did he just shit out a flail?
I thank you for saying that, and I take the 100 credits. And
What I assumed that happened was the flail, like the top of it, came up with the chain that went down his hand.
That's the whole thing. He pooed upward, and it just fell.
Yeah, you saw it probably go up his like torso, down his arm. The handle would probably still be in the goo as the flail hits the ground.
That pipe isn't that big to fit it. I'm going back to my guns.
No, I'm sure that I can do what you may need on this ship. In my youth and days, I am tournament champion. I have several championships, multiple sports, multiple areas.
Can I insight that, please?
Go for it. And roll a persuasion or deception check. Your choice, Con.
Sure. Well, we're gonna go with that.
I wish I was wearing cat ears. I really wish I was wearing cat ears. I need to make cat ears.
Well, that's not the one I want to go. Let's see, persuasion, not perception.
Oh shit! What kind of warlock am I again? It's been a hot minute.
Okay, same thing.
Hey, that's 100 credits towards the swear jar.
Yes, it is.
This
So I got an 18. So do you actually have a lot of competition things?
Yes, I am an athletic champion of Vela. This hammer, this flail, in fact, is the traditional hammer for the hammer throw in the field events. It's just a little bit modified because in a bar, sometimes it's a little bit nicer to have something a little bit heftier. If the rabble who do not like that they've lost decide to make an incident. But yes, I am a champion, and so much so that I started to get bored. It's awful hard to be champion all the time and not see like there's some real competition. So if we are snow sledging across the mountaintops, or if we are in the different oases, if you don't have real competition, there's nothing to do. So if a ship shows up at your doorstep and may just take you off into some other distant land, you must do that. So I must did that.
Stick around with us. Trust me, you'll test your metal or puddle.
So what I'm hearing is your jock.
I do not know this term. Is this term?
A jock is somebody who's very into sports.
I am very into sports. That is correct. I have been very into sports since I was a small pustule.
If we ever meet my family, my sister and my little brother would love you. Miss Kitty just turns around, just behave. Do not swear. There is a credit jar. This goes for you too, Vila. Each time you swear, 100 credits in the jar.
I am still working on the language, so if I swear,
I never agreed to this.
This is ship rule. Even the
Okay.
captain follows this at a point.
Yeah.
At a point.
So I think it's probably, we're beyond introductions. We should have done this before. Can I have, what is your names, so I may try to commit them to memory?
I reach out my hand and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's rude of me." Jean-Luc Larange, smuggler by trade, pilot by necessity.
Thank you. I shake.
Sorry, what did you say? You're by trade?
Smuggler by trade, pilot by necessity.
Oh, I heard it as bachelor by trade, and I got real confused.
We're not going to get into that right now.
I'm Vila Grapples. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. I discovered a planet.
I'm gonna have my dock open.
I don't know if anyone can hear me.
I can hear
She's
you.
the
Hi.
negotiator.
She is the negotiator. She's quite very good
Yeah,
at.
I'm a
negotiating.
negotiator.
Great. It sounds like an official. I tend to like officials in most cases. They raise my hand at the end.
Do you
I'll
want
do the
me to
job.
raise your hand?
I haven't won anything. At least not lately.
You won your life for today.
And who are you, kind sir?
I'm captain of this ship, Oka Stormroar.
Oka, Captain Oka. Whilst I appreciate the enthusiasm to being menacing, considering the fact that you are now part of the Omega Polystratus Corporation, I do have to ask you to refrain from murdering folks that are on their ships.
Due to contractual obligations, I will follow this suit, but I cannot guarantee the life of others that are off of the board of this ship.
Look, what you do in your private time is your own thing, but I do ask that as long as it just don't bring a bad name onto the corporation, because like that affects my job as well, and I don't really want to have to do the paperwork for that. Speaking of paperwork, I'm going to need you to sign some things. Your name was?
Oh, well, in our tongue, my name is. It's hard for the pronunciation in this language, in this form.
Vila does actually speak your language, so she does.
I've never met anyone else to really use and traverse this language to know what my name actually means. But it's is the best translation I have.
Okay, Bob, it is.
You get this. If
I was going to say that.
if you wanted to, in your mind, is what he has on his name is Arjawar.
Archibald.
Arjawar. Arjrewre. Argrewre. Arjrewre. So
Can we call you Argy?
Yeah, please.
RG sounds like a reasonable top level name. Yeah, yes, RG. I accept this. At this point, I do raise my hand, not thinking about it, but then put it down.
Vila will hold the hand up because she feels like that's an appropriate reaction.
Vila, you've never heard the term "I won my life today."
Okay, looks at
You
this and
lived
goes, this is
today?
getting weird. I'm going back to my quarters.
It was very nice to meet you, Captain.
Argy. And he just heads off.
I'm Ray.
Don't mind
my
him.
guns.
He's fine.
Stay away from my guns. Stay away from my guns. Stay away from my guns, and I go back to my guns.
That's Wraith. He's a sweetie when he wants to be.
He does kind of like his gun.
He does kind of like his gun.
I like mine too, and I will finger gun without doing anything, and just no explanation.
I do that too. Would you like my long name or would you prefer my short name?
You have multiple names. Is that an alias?
No. Amongst my
bestowed it as
people,
a
my name.
champion?
Kinda, maybe. Just call me Miss Kitty. It's short, sweet, right to the point, and what my kind are usually referred to as kitties, in a way. The captain, he's a bigger kitty. My kind are smaller kitties. So,
Miss Kitty of mysterious championship origin. Got it.
correct. Mind your P's and Q's. we all kind of get along with each other. Do not touch anything. We tell you not to touch. And before I forget, Genesis, honey, can you come down here, please, and introduce yourself to our new companion?
In this, after what happened on Aurora, you see this almost flash of light saying, "Why, hello, Miss Kitty.
Oh, sugar.
I didn't
How
know
may
you
I
could
help
do
you?
that.
I have a lot of new abilities."
I would love to study them.
Have you perfected the old fashioned yet?
Unshooken this time.
I
you
take
a-
it as I
did you
take it
ask
and just
if-
be like, that's my boy.
Did you ask if he had perfected time and the history of the world, or nostalgia?
I look at the drink. I look at them. I look at the drink. Look at them, and hand it over. Like
He looks over at you and goes, "I have not perfected, but have started calculating. These would take a considerable amount of time."
I hand the drink over to RG. It's like you'll only understand once you taste it.
You see me pour a bit on the other hand.
Oh, that's right.
Ah.
He's never met a plasmoid before.
This
Make a con save for me, please.
Don't break on. He's no friend.
Oh, not bad.
25.
25. You begin to pour this alcohol onto you as it like goes inside, and you actually all see that these little organisms that live inside that make up the like interior of him begin to break all of it down before it could even get past the arm.
I find this drink to be fantastic, though I don't think it would be good after a run or after us.
Can you explain to me the sport of please?
Oh, absolutely. You take a ball that's about the size of I'd say about the size of my headish space at this point. You take it and throw it halfway across the field. If it is caught by another plasmoid, they have to absorb it in time before they are tackled to the ground.
Interesting.
Sounds a lot like. Wait, I'm finish. Eight-fingered paw ball.
Ooh, I must learn more about this paw ball sometime.
You gotta
Um,
understand, not every single system plays Paul Ball, so it's a bit confusing to those in that not in that.
If there is a game out there, I am sure that I should be a chance to pick it up.
All of you
Hold-
at this point hear system alarms.
Oh no.
I guess I should get back to the pilot seat and
Spatial
start running.
anomaly located.
Mine goes wide.
What's the anomaly?
Immediately goes to my station.
I go to my favorite gun spot.
We are entering a solar system where the sun has been taken by a event horizon.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
Question: how does one take a sun?
Current
Anyways,
trajectory.
Alan.
Current trajectories are current trajectories are imminent for destruction, and it shows that the line goes right into where the FTL drive will be going into. Jean-Luc, you see this, please make me a piloting check.
Alrighty.
Because I followed them to this space, I am now standing
Um,
directly behind
Maneuvering,
Jean-Luc,
sorry,
and I don't
a
know
maneuvering check.
if me standing directly behind him in an uncomfortable body space manner, if that is an advantage or a disadvantage. I thought at least I'd mention it.
It's fine. You
Yeah, I rolled 24.
Yeah, you roll a 24. You're easily able to go past, but the event horizon will take you out longer. It would be better to drop out of FTL, go out on the outskirts, and allow it to slowly go past, and then hop back into it once you've passed it.
Yeah, essentially, I'm popping the e-brake to make a quick turn. It's like turn off FTL.
You guys
All right,
will be able to see it though.
Yeah, so I jump out of FTL and I'm kind of popping the e-brake to do a turn to avoid it.
You all stop, and out of the front of the ship, you see this large, black, empty void, and what looks like to be this shimmering silver that comes out straight through the middle, over the top, and it almost looks like an atom, almost, but with a couple of the side loopy things missing. And it's just this emanating force. But the interesting thing about this is the center of this galaxy. You're in a void. There are no other planets, no other stars within this solar system that you currently are in. And 1 second as I pop it up. Just sorry, the notes part of it is coming. There you go.
Back to
Excellent.
want to do tours to here.
Sorry, say that again.
Vila is taking what are essentially promotional photos to send back to OPC, just in case they want to do tours here or something.
This has actually already been documented. You guys are going through the Vortex star system, and what is the cool thing about this is that this black hole basically sucked everything in, like planets, the sun, basically everything, and now there's just a void here.
Would I have this knowledge?
Would I have this knowledge?
No, it's not like anything Mother Void connecting, really.
So it's
if any-
just a natural anomaly that's happened.
Miss Kitty, you as a player right now have asked me that question. I want you and only you to make an insight check, and I will let you know the DC is 25.
I don't remember asking.
Well, you kind of hit something on the nose. You asked a question that's pretty direct.
What am I? Insight?
Yes.
Oh shoot.
Would I be able to give advantage because I was kind of paying attention to this as the pilot and kind of sharing information with them?
It's only her at this moment.
No, I got a nat 1. I don't remember.
Nat 1. You
What's
look at this.
It's Purdy.
It's Purdy. It is Purdy. I gotta go
You
through my
look
notes
at this. You don't know what's happening, but you mark it in your memory. You guys go through this section of space safely back into FTL. It takes you guys a little bit, but as you do, heading over to the Strawberry cloud system to the planet Bola 26 to have your ship outfitted for Vila's recloning pod and a few other essential things for the ship. And your guild will be meeting you there.
I would also like to have it noted that Vila has not told anyone that she's a clone. Like, unless you specifically know what that pod is, she's not said anything.
Would I know what that is?
Well, when we get to that point, we will. But right now, we're going to take a little 10-minute break. So everybody at home, we'll be right back, and we will see you shortly.
I miss you.
Welcome back, everybody. Last we left, these guys are heading into the Strawberry system, the Strawberry Cloud system, to head to Vola 26 for the outfitting. You guys all come into this solar system. Normally, you guys are seeing like these dark, voided, clouding areas, but here is a bright, reddish, hueish pink of gases that collide with these greens and bright, like whites and yellows that all strum through. And if you end up going back a little bit and looking at the map a little bit, it actually almost looks like a strawberry. If you do like one of those, like lining the picture up with different angles to get a fuller picture, you'd get there. But you guys all see the Bola 26 is this big, beautiful, just, it looks like, what's the forest planet? It's basically just like an all tropical, like foresty planet, like the Amazon just covers the entire world. The water percent is about 30% here. It is very low, but due to the high activity of rain through the forest, keep all the population basically good to drink no matter where. But you guys all land in this huge city. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Glafora. I think I was trying to say like glamorous floral things. So Glafora is the city that you're currently in, and as soon as you dock down, Jean-Luc, you actually see just Omega Polystray is covered in 2,000 credits for docking, refueling, and then it goes through and you notice that it's getting all paid for subsidiary through a third-party charge. And like, oh,
As I'm like turning the steering wheel, I'm like, man, I can get used to this.
You're welcome.
Is this how space and planets always are?
Not all of them, Sugar. Some of them. These are more one of the nicer ones. There are some more, how do you say, grotesque and deadly, where the planet itself is literally trying to eat you. So you want to stay away from those.
We're
Trust
not
me.
being shot at. That's a good sign.
For once.
I can understand the planet eating. I very much felt like my planet wanted to eat me again to make more things. That's why we needed to go.
Hold up, again?
Yeah, they get reabsorbed.
Are you not familiar with our death process, our name day?
Nah, he missed that adventure. He was too busy tinkering with the ship. So
I get it. I
was
lost
a
money to
lovely
Manny. You
ceremony
ain't
for
got to
your
church it up.
president.
What? Who's president?
He was your mayor at the time.
Wait, Reginald?
Yes.
Reginald, yeah.
Oh, how is Reginald?
Unfortunately,
Well, not unfortunately. He's been reabsorbed.
yes. He lived past many life cycle. What was it? Life cycles?
he actually lived over 500 years longer. He wanted to stay alive to the point where they can come back, but for some reason they didn't leave right away. Like normally, like that 500-year gap, it never happened when they came back. So he waited an extra 500 years to see if it would happen. Luckily, it did.
Can't believe that he's gone. But such is the life there.
He lived well beyond his years, so he had a good life.
It
That's
looks like
something
it looks like I'm sad as much as a blob can look sad.
I tap the blob on top of their head. Just it's all right,
It's very
man.
squishy and very wet.
Miss Kitty has never taken that bracelet off. It's going to stay on at all times when she is out of her room.
I exit the ship if we've landed now.
Yep.
I
Head
presume
down.
I've got paperwork and shit to do.
Oh yeah, there. You guys actually land at the Omega Polystrea's outpost that's there, so that's why it's like docking fees and everything has been taken care of because Omega Polystreas owns it. But there, you also see like your fuel back up the top, baby. You're filled up. Ain't got to worry about that. So remember, you got a lot of tail drives or a spacious amount of distance out of it. Surprisingly, it's like the car. You waste less gas on the highway than in the city. So it's kind of like that type of situation. The more you FTL drive, the more you can actually get the bang out of the buck.
I
But
told you if we slow down right around that event horizon, we was going to save gas.
Whatever you say, honey.
He did say that we saved the gas.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
Never
Uh,
say that John Luke. Right. Go to his
Hello?
straight to his head.
I'm looking for our docking representative. I'm Vila Grappler, so I'm just making sure that we can meet up with our guild members that are going to be on board and get my stuff sorted, if we could please.
all right. Name of the ship.
Purple sword.
All right. Call sign.
She signs. And just remembering that the tank is quite fragile, so I do ask that you handle it with care.
You said call sign, but
Oh, call
We'll go
sign.
through.
Sorry. Jabberwocky.
you reply and say that as well right after, and just goes, yeah, we know what we're doing. You ain't got no worries. All right,
We got
boys, let's go. And as all of you guys are leaving the ship, you do all see out of the back, it looks like this glass tube with like a whole bunch of other equipment that's being installed into a back stall area of the ship. But you guys have the planet. As you guys are walking down, it's like you're walking through a redwood forest that has been carved out into a beautiful city. It's purely natural, and the trees that are there that have been carved out don't seem like they are dead, while almost nearly hollowed out by the bases. And when I'm talking like Zelda huge style trees of redwood, that's what I'm talking about.
The
Oh, that's
Deku
very nice.
tree.
Yes, it's like as large as the Deku tree.
We're not gonna get little buddies.
There
are we?
is one central tree that you can see from hundreds of miles away. You can see like the top of it, of the branches that come off. And it's not seen, but it's almost like you're seeing Everest, but as a tree. And
Is
like
there-
when you're coming down from space.
Is there fallen leaves from these trees also kind of along the ground or anything?
There are. You do notice that there are like people picking them up and using them as like thatch roofs. They're very thick material as well. And you actually see on top of the leaves being used for roofs, they're implementing them at like, you see a couple of guys, like a couple of like gnomes hopping up on each other's shoulders as they're walking through like the mechanic bay, and they're putting these leaf tops like as a helicopter, like 4 different leaves panned out at an angle. So when this thing takes off, it's just like these 4 dry leaves are swirling it up into the air. It seems like really natural, archaic type magic that's going on here.
Hmm.
No, for a hippie commune, it seems like we're getting a lot of upgrades here.
Hippie commune? Sugar. This.
This is a metropolis, my guy.
Does hippie mean something specific related to how they move?
Hippie stands for people that love nature in a
Oh,
way.
I love nature too. At that point, I
sorry, continue.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, as soon as you say that hippie is for, you kind of just hear like a kind of like a quick thumping coming from behind and goes, "Oh, mate, it's good to meet all of you. My name's Theodore. I'm going to be ambassador here for the time being while on the Bowler 26. It's nice to meet all of you."
Salutations.
Howdy.
Right out. All right.
Good day.
Flight's looking at me like, because he's never heard me do my Australian accent before.
We're in
Is it bad?
space,
Hold on, I
Australia.
need to know, was that good or bad? Honest opinion.
Crikey.
I was
You
trying to be
just said-
subtle.
You were not subtle, but
right, well.
it wasn't the worst attempt I've ever heard.
You actually notice that it is a herringbone, but he actually had these antlers that come out of the top. He is a jackalope.
Oh,
On
He goes, well, if you guys want, you can head this way. We'll be showing you to your quarters, and if there's anything you need, just come over to me.
Could I? Sorry, I think I missed your name.
Theodore.
Theodore. I'm Vila Grapples. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too, Vila. We've actually been expecting you. We've, as you see, we've already started on all of your stuff here, so no worries.
And everything like that. I just want to make sure the installations and like they're up to standard here.
we have our best guys on it, but we actually, and he hands this like little plastic suitcase to you that's probably like about that big, probably like 12 inches by like 8 inches. He goes, and these are for you. Just make sure that you load them up. Don't have any of them loaded at the time. Make sure there's always one available. And these, and he hands you a little like bracelet. This will automatically, when
start the process. Yeah.
exactly when one process stops, the other will start, and that will be the indicator.
Lovely. Thank you. I was a bit worried when I saw them loading it up and I didn't see this, but thank you for that, Theodore. And the guild that we're going to be having on board, are they here so we can do
we're still waiting on them. They may be here later today or maybe tomorrow morning, so that's why we got quarters for all of you here. So have a good old time. There's a festival going on, so head on out there and have a good old time.
festivities. Lovely.
Festival.
What's the festival for?
Oh, it's a local tradition. It's kind of like just a nature day. This is basically Earth Day.
Okay. Well, thank you, Theodore. I'm sure everyone's happy to get to their rooms. We do have one new person to add to the crew that is from paperwork, so I might have to do that as well with you, or is there someone else I need to talk to about that?
I mean, it's not my specialty, but I'm more of just your curator for while you're here. But
That's all good. I'll get in contact with my manager. That's fine.
Jess, yeah, she's the regional for our sector, so just give her a holler.
You know Jess?
And he looks, make an insight check.
Can I just do
Absolutely.
this insight check as well?
Sure.
12.
I got a 10.
He has a recognizing presence of Jess. Yes. He goes, yeah,
Recognizing.
I know Jess.
I'm pretty sure I did hear her telling me about someone on this planet that good things. Good things.
Start studying his foot. I'm sorry, what now? Maybe we can have a drink later. You could tell me about that, but I have to go. As his little bracelets like blinking a red light. He goes, well, all of you have a good time, and we'll be seeing you shortly. If you need anything, just let me know. You can hit me on the Omega Polystrace comms. So see you later. And you just see one giant like Superman leap over the building to the other side very hastily.
I didn't think he could do that. That okay.
That he should travel the long jump. It seems like he would be a natural fit.
So do we want to go to our rooms or do we want to go to the festivities?
Do I have to sign something for you? You said.
Yes, sorry. I completely forgot about that. And she holds out her tablet and then swipes a few times and brings up a contract in your language, because she's now got the ability to translate into your language because the contracts have been signed there. It's basically just signing you onto the crew and making you a part of all of this officially.
I sign it, but it's covered in ooze at that point.
That's okay. It's this is
Normal.
waterproof. Yeah, it is a tablet that's designed to be used by many species, so like moisture is not an issue.
Perfectly fine.
Moist. Cool, so that's signed. I don't have to worry about that now. I probably need to, oh my god.
As all of you got, as you two are doing this, the three other of you, please make a perception check.
Let's
15.
29.
And if you want my passive perception, that's a 19.
Just waiting for Wraith.
Yeah, mine's acting up.
I'm made of rocks.
Come on.
As you can see, I don't intimidate you.
I would like to point out that that's a different accent to the Australian accent. But
Okay, I just did an accent.
no, I know, but I that wasn't for you to.
Well, like, I think I'm picking up which accent that was, but at the same time, I'm just enjoying this so much.
On Luke with a 29. You're looking out onto like the street side festivals, and you see like a shit ton of vendors down the entranceway of almost all the entrances on the way in. Every single one of them is a place that you owe money to.
Oh man, it's just Paladin getting around.
I will note with a 29 perception, I'll give you this. The first thing that does come to your mind is your ships do have a type of hat of disguise that you can go and grab if you so wish to.
I'm gonna ask roughly what time is it, like based on our understanding of time and what we know of this.
You guys basically took a long rest during that 12 hours to heading over here. So as of right now, it is about nighttime. You guys just woke up and it is night on this planet. So it is up to you what you guys want to do. But I will let you know if you go and stay up overnight, although that you've already it's one of those things like you guys aren't tired, you guys just woke up, so the time difference is off. Either get yourself on track or be off track and be those weird people. But if you
Jet
guys
lag.
do stay up over like to the end, you might be exhausted. So just fair warning.
How busy was the port coming in?
Fairly busy. This place has probably like over 100 different landing zones for the Megapolystraeus, and each one of them almost look like they're filled. It's a very almost any outpost that's there for this is always being used by something. Either they bring something in to make sure business is flowing, or there are people here on their own just kind of doing what you guys are doing, pit stop and then heading off.
I would probably go look for the nearest bar.
Nearest bar. Okay. Anybody else? Manny's like, I'm going with you, boss.
I want to see what this festival has in mind.
I'm gonna use my glamored studded leather to change my outfit to something kind of resembling the attire of those in the area.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna lean over. It's like, anyone asks, my name is LeBlanc.
LeBlanc?
Is it one of those situations where you need to be hidden again?
They don't need to know my name.
Got it.
So is your first name LeBlanc or is your last name LeBlanc? Are you LeBlanc Lagrange?
You only know LeBlanc.
With the 15 and the 26 perception from Miss Kitty and Rafe, you guys actually see this place is extremely busy, very popping. It looks like they have like this wooden Ferris wheel going on. Like everything is made out of wood. Like it's all like really old school with a new school feel. Like you just walked into Six Flags, but everything there is made out of log cabin wood. Like it's pretty dope.
Oh, how quaint. This reminds me of home and one of those little town
This
festivals.
park would be like a lumberjack's wet dream park. Like it really is an amazing place. But yeah, it's awesome. And it looks like the festival, there's no like monetary value for anything. People are like handing things and just taking it and walking away. So it looks like whatever type of food and drink has been provided by the festival. Just, you do see there are like these ticket things, but everybody gets tickets when you get in, and they're like a shit ton. It's like one of those like circular round rolls of tickets that you got. And it still has the little cork center to it.
Oh, those
Getting
kinds of tickets.
No, yeah. But yeah, no, you guys are handed that. Wraith and Manny head off to the nearest bar, which is called, let's see here. Oh, it is the local bar slash tavern. It's called the Garden. And you actually see at the front of it, looks like a knight in shield, and it looks like it says inn, like the Garden.
On the way there, I'm gonna keep an eye out for any of the guild logos.
Oh, for yours? Actually, you don't see anybody here yet. They haven't come in. They're going to be either arriving in tonight or tomorrow, was told. But you do want to keep an eye out for stuff, right?
Do you mean the Thieves Guild, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Okay. 23.
Go to the garden.
You don't actually see anything in this bar, and you go up and you see the bartender kind of looks at you, and he goes, you've been having a little bit of a dirty drink? And you know this to be a cue to start a thieves' cant, like secret talk type thing.
I'll give the code word for codes for I want to talk to the local representative about possible jobs.
You are handed a burner crystal. And then he walks away.
Okay.
It does not go off currently at this moment. We'll come back to
All right.
that. But you are in the bar. You did roll a 23. The type of crowd that's here seems more like elvish type of like elvish humans and a little bit of certain beasts that mix in here, but mainly kind of like an elvish human deal that's going on. And with the 23 specifically, in this, you're scanning the bar and you notice that you see a panther tabaxi enter a back room. Well, not panther, but it's like black furred, golden eyes.
Okay. Does the person look familiar or?
As you know it, I mean, you've seen a bunch of tabaxi. If you're trying to see if you look familiar, you got to be more specific about what you're asking.
Does it look like someone from my past
From your past?
that I
Insight.
remember? Okay.
Oh yes, Khan, just so you know, Wraith has a 5-year memory gap that he doesn't remember. So
12.
12. Not that you have any knowledge of. Either from at least from this point on, you've never noticed them. Nothing's really coming to memory from your past, but I mean, what does nowadays?
Is there anybody paying attention to me or?
I'll keep that with that 23. I mean, other than the normal, someone just walked through the door and people give a look and then just look away. That's the not uncommon, you know.
Okay. So what do you think of this place? It's kind of green.
I mean, oh, the guy.
No, many.
Oh, what'd you ask him again? Sorry.
What do you think of this place? It's kind of green.
I mean, I like it. It's a lot of fresh air here. And
I know that's the thing that's bothering me. So
I'm getting it's like when I went to the medical wing, they generate so much oxygen in there that you just get sleepy. I don't know, you feel fuller, which is an actual thing from hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a bar. You would think that they want you to get hungry and drink.
Are you really complaining that we walked into a bar and it doesn't smell like shit and it's sticky? We just got done talking about how we wish we had a place like that, and now we found one. And now you want to go back to that? He grabs you by the collar. I will never go back to that.
Other place have better beer.
He shakes you even harder. We are of class now.
But better beer and easier target to acquire more money from. Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry. I I ended up having a burn. Just burned myself. It's fine though. I'm good. Something.
Can we just
fell
reflect
out
on?
of-
I will never go back to that.
This is why you need to be in a
Never go
hamster
back to
bubble.
Yeah, he just grabs it and goes, we have class status now. We are gonna get so much better. Well, we're gonna have our own private bar on the ship and we'll never have to drink anywhere else.
I mean, we already have our private bar? I thought that's one of the things, the benefits for having a, you know.
He shakes
who
you even
on the-
harder. We get shitty bottles of alcohol that we steal. Thinking of the time that you guys left the Liberty space station with the fucking whole pitcher full of beer running.
Oh, okay, that only happened like once, maybe twice a week when we're in port.
You say once or twice a week, and that was for a while. That's a lot.
And normally it's your fault for running out.
Throws you back for class. Moving on to the other going in. Vila and I'm assuming the rest of you are waiting until this deal is done and then going, or what is Vila doing?
I'm going to go get Genesis and see what he wants to do.
Genesis goes to the edge of the ship and he just looks out and he goes, I do not wish to cause any alarm. I feel I should stay upon the ship.
Why do you think that you'd cause alarm?
Although animatrons are within this world, I do not feel it right. I am of something else, and I need to run calculations. I will be busy. Thank you, Vila.
She holds out her hand. Please come with.
For your protection, I will. One moment. And you see him touch the top of his head as it shards begin to shift as you see this elven man stand before you now. Just, I am ready to go. Shall we? Shall we proceed? He puts his hand out.
What
She,
size is
she
the
takes
ship
his
again?
hand and takes it with him.
Struts it
takes him
very
with
like
her.
he's very tall and he goes, oh, this should help, and he shrinks down to your size.
Yeah, so she's still wearing her suit because she knows that she can't touch people because she'll poison them. So she's still technically 5'5" right now.
You do
for those-
know that
the-
I do not contract diseases, pains, and other notions. You do not need the suit with me present.
So I'm not going to poison you?
I cannot be poisoned. I cannot be put to sleep. I cannot be hurt by fire. And I cannot be hurt by psychic abilities. He is immune to fire, psychic, poison, disease. He cannot be put to sleep by charms, sleep spells, or dream spells.
Where the hell is that ship? Where is the
Okay.
ship?
Give me
5 minutes. And she goes to wherever her pack is and changes into a little kind of cottagecore summer dress and just some white gloves because she still feels a bit weird about touching people without covering. And then she goes back and grabs Genesis's hand and leads him out to go look at the festival.
All righty. You and
Cottagecore
Genesis
frog.
head off into the festival as he is analyzing most of the festivities and taking in the culture and documenting it. We go to the other two. What is Miss Kitty and what's Jean-Luc doing? Oh, and what is Arj doing?
RG.
RG.
I am wandering towards. I'm wondering if there's any feats of strengths or games of skill that I see? in this?
Absolutely. There is this wooden mallet that you see, and it looks like this little wooden plank that goes up to this bell all the way up one of the trees. But this is much larger as it's a part of like the tree side, and it's been carved out. It looks like it goes a few hundred feet to allow some other denizens here play. As you see, walking through is just this rock golem, but he's not moving. It looks like Frosty the Snowman equivalent of a rock golem, as the bottom's just rolling. The two, like all of them except for the top, are rolling on each other, and the top one's just staying there because it's got this bottom part that's got domed off, so it just sits on the top, and two of the balls underneath are rolling, and you just see one arm just comes out, slams it down, and it just a couple hundred feet up into the air.
Ecstatic. Does the bell ring? Or if it's a bell?
For him, no.
Ah, I must attempt this. I know I can do this very well.
Miss Kitty, I think we might want to follow him before he gets himself and us in trouble.
I definitely start wandering over, even if they say that.
Oh,
I feel like you're also doing that proud march too, like
that is accurate.
I'm sorry to say,
you're
but Miss
now
Kitty's
getting used to
gone.
appendages.
She's not even
People
here
moving.
anymore.
I feel like you haven't really done the whole appendage thing too much, so it's like you're getting used to the movement with legs and arms.
I am letting them flail, and you can see some of the things moving around inside.
Oh goodness! So I
so
feel like I'm
basically-
looking for Miss Kitty. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say you comment basically to Miss Kitty like, we should get the fuck did she the fuck
I am in this outfit, just like trying to blend in. It's like, I'm babysitter. I never thought I'd Miss Kitty. And start following.
Everybody pretty much went not it to the new guy to babysit the new guy.
So I just like deep sigh and start following behind RG. Just okay, hold on. Before we start swinging, we need to talk about this.
What is there to talk about? This is a context of strength. This is my game.
I'm gonna lean over like, are you sure this is your game?
It's hitting it. It's hitting it with a stick, of course.
Are we near this little event?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start taking bets. I'm gonna put 500 down on RG.
On RG?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to speak out. Taking all bets now. Who do you think? Who thinks they can defeat the great RG, the champion of what was the name?
What do you mean? Which championship are we talking about? Which one do you want to hear this time? Gloria is the planet
championships. I was like, hey, listen, sell up your championships.
Well, I am the champion of the throw. I'm the Valoria Grand Champion over 10 years of the hammer.
10 years with the hammer. Who thinks they can defeat this great warrior?
All right, give me one moment.
You are not a good babysitter.
Oh, he is not.
I was left unsupervised with the
I'm
new kid.
babysitting the robot.
No, you're taking the robot out on a date.
All I'm seeing is that one scene
Neither-
from off of the Knight's Tale.
Neither Vila nor Genesis know that this is a date, so I reject that.
Sorry, one moment. Just trying to find the right one.
I'm doing art.
She's 4 foot tall, walking with a however tall
Frog
elf
babe.
man. Well, he said he was an elf, so he's not a frog babe.
No,
He's an
I'm
elf
talking about
man.
you.
Oh.
You're the frog babe.
Ah. Yeah, I'm a 4 foot tall frog babe.
How tall is everybody in this game again?
Hold on.
5'5" in my suit, 4 foot out of it.
It's been a while. I have to actually check my stats.
Been a
Mm.
Been a
while.
while.
6'5".
The
I
goo
am
is
starting to
6'5".
believe.
When in humanoid, yes.
I believe in my bets now.
Okay, so tall goo boy. Wraith, how tall are you again?
Roll a performance check, Jean-Luc, please.
I'm not sure I'm proficient. Nope. Let's find out. A
Wraith
9.
is 5'4".
Please roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Wraith is 5'4". So I'm taller than him when I'm in my suit. Yeah.
60.
Okay.
Tall
One moment.
female. Miss Kitty's 5'8".
Nice. How tall is Okra?
Oka is 6'8".
Okra's a vegetable, isn't it? I keep
Yes.
calling him Okra.
Yeah, okra is a
Just-
vegetable.
And he's just Oka.
PNG.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right one.
Minimize.
I really need something to do my athletics with because it's a +12. So is my deception actually. Oh, and my persuasion. Okay, never mind.
I've been using perception all night, and I've been getting really shitty rolls for most of the time. And that's one of my best stats.
Enter. Ta-da! Alright. Great.
Okay. Jean-Luc, you see what looks like to be this person with this green, like dark green hood that is thrown over, and you see only the mouth. I am interested in this. You say 500 credits?
Yes. I'm willing to
Who-
adjust the bet as needed.
Who is his opponent?
Anyone who has the courage to stand up.
Since you are asking for the bet, may I choose the next competitor?
Can I do an insight check to see if he has anyone in the
Absolutely.
crowd in mind? That is a natural 20 for a 26.
There are a lot of people that are standing around. You've definitely drawn some attention. Absolutely. Even with a 9, you're just shouting out in the middle of this crowd. You've definitely drawn some attention, whether it was good or bad. But you do see that there is one person there. He's got this leathered vest that come down with a few tassels down the side, leaning up against a post, and he's got his hat tipped down.
I'm going to look at RG with their confidence. I want to look at this like, I'll take that bet.
Very well. You there, Miss Cat?
She's not there.
Oh, never mind.
She went. She did that meme to go peace, and she faded into the background.
Okay, my bad.
She went, not it.
She'll just look at the nearest person and go, "You will hold on to the bet," and hands her 500 credits to this person. He looks over to you, holds out his hand.
I give over the credits.
You hand over the credits. She methodically looks around. You. Guy leaning up against the post. Flips his cat. Well, all right then.
Flips his cat.
Cap.
Okay.
Begins to strut very slowly. Ting, ting, hearing the spurs on the back of his boot. He
Wait.
approaches,
Wait.
walks right over, passes you, doesn't give you a glance, walks over to RG and goes, Officer,
Hi there.
why don't you go first?
Okay. All right. At this point, I turn and Le Buff, and I say the Blanc. And I actually said it because I had no idea the other way. LeBlanc, what exactly are you doing in this contest, or what exactly did you say I need to do?
I want you to hit that target as hard as you can. You need to show your strength. You've conquered the champions of your planet. Conquer the champions of others. Establish your name as a great and powerful warrior.
Well, that's exactly why I came out. So that's not a problem. I just saw that you were also talking it over. Is that their patron, that other person over there?
That seems to be their champion they chose. You are the champion that we chose.
Okay, well, you'll have to show me what we get for this. Sure, let's try this out.
Don't worry. You get the glory and some of the credits.
Oh, those things I saw them picking around. And we have something that's similar, except a lot more slimy. Okay.
Please roll an athletics check. And I was going to say with advantage, but you already get that, I believe.
Yes, I do.
Oh, from escaping a grapple. So either way, you're still going to do this with advantage, but that is good to know. To initiate or escape a grapple, you have advantage on.
25.
Fuck me. Okay. I will let you know. I'm going to roll on your page so you can see my roll. I'm going to roll a d20. The person that you're going against has a modifier of +4. So he needs a natural 20 on this in order to hit. Here it goes. Watch it be my luck. A natural 5. You see you go and you hit this thing. He looks at it, looks back with just an eye looking at you, Sean, and he goes, LeBlanc, huh? Ting. Barely hits it, and the lady goes, what the hell was that? You just lost me 500 credits, you little shit. Fuck you. She just walks away. And you see this guy put his hat back on, or back down, put his hand in his pockets and walk off.
I go over and give like a big slimy hug over to RG and hand them 300 credits.
Oh, great.
And I lean over, like, you want to try for more?
Well, I enjoy this game. It's again, if did I go higher than the golem based on what I could see?
You actually beat him by like 10 or 20 feet, actually. So it's like,
Nice.
it's like, oh wow, fuck. In order for you to get this, you actually need like a total of 30. It's not just based off of your strength, it's by how high. The 30 is like god tier, and that's hitting the bell, especially on a redwood tree. It's like, it's pretty amazing that most of you guys are even getting it up that high.
I just found a personal sense of accomplishment to have beaten at least the only one I've seen so far.
Yes.
So
You-
based on what I've said, I lean over. I'm like, "Do you want to try again?"
I don't mind trying. It seems like this is a fun use of time.
I lean. I look over towards the man with the hat. It's like, double it or nothing. You give me your name, and I give you mine.
Wait, sorry, you what?
Oh, so essentially, I look over at the man who tipped his hat, started walking away. I'll be like, double or nothing. You give me your name, and I'll give you mine.
I need to roll because I did state that he was already kind of walking off. He's about to turn the corner. And he stops. Yes. Huh. Double or nothing, huh? You always did have a sense of exploration, huh, kid? And he turns around and you see he flips his hat with the gold tooth hanging out. Papa Boudreaux.
Did you say this was Papa Boudreaux?
You see he has these glasses on. And you don't even have to, you've seen these are basic like see-through illusions and other things. These are like magical glasses. And he just goes, and he doesn't say your name. He goes, he's just like, all right, kid. I'm always willing to have a wager. He looks at RG and goes, I'll go first this time. Make a roll. You got a 23. That is what you have to beat. And he just looks at you, Jean-Luc, and he steps back. And he's got a big smile. He's got one gold tooth hanging out. And just been looking for you.
I'm gonna like put my arm around Archie's like, this got a bit more serious. I need you to hit this with everything you got. This is a comeback story. This person's trying to defeat you after you defeated them. Do not let them beat you. And I don't have any ability I can add to this, so I'm just trying to motivate this person. Just
Head talk of the century.
Listen, you're on this new world. You need to establish that you are the best gladiator, the best, the strongest person here. You think you got this?
Sure. I think I can manage.
Good, because if he beats you, you're just dishonored completely. And tap on the shoulder and step away. You see visible sweat on Jean-Luc's face right now. Just
make it with advantage.
I actually don't know how to do that in this system yet.
So if you go over to your say you're doing what is it? Athletics you're gonna do. You're gonna hover over the box, right click, and a prompt will come up where you can do it with advantage, flat roll, or disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
And then you can hit the roll button underneath, and it will instantly send it. Or
Okay.
you can check mark it, and your next roll on that will happen. Like that.
Okay, here we go.
$25, you beat him by 2. You see Papa kind of just kid, it was always fun.
I thought that was amazingly fun.
Papa, can you hear me?
I go to shake a slimy hand, like handoid towards the gentleman.
He goes to like move back, but you've already latched on, and he just on his like leather glove as he flops it down. Damn it. Looks at Jean-Luc and he wipes his hand on you. And he goes, I'm gonna be the garden. I want to see you there at 10 o'clock tonight. Sorry, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Because it's already nighttime right now. And he holds out a crystal, and you see nephew is sitting in a bed on life support. And he goes over to you, and he looks and he goes, you made off with a little bit more than you should have, kid. I want to know what happened, and you better tell me the damn truth.
I lean in close. I say, I'll see you there, Papa. And I take the money from his hand and I give the full 1,000 over to RG.
Huzzah! It was very nice meeting you.
We're just having this really intense moment, and then huzzah!
You see Papa kind of looks over at RG and goes, never seen your kind before, but well played. Tips his hat to you, and then he goes to walk off. And from 10 different directions, a posse of people come from the crowd like they've surrounded you and leave with Papa.
I'm going to lean over to the RG and say, we need to find Miss Kitty now.
All right. Thank you for the encouragement, though. It really got me going in this.
Man, I knew you had it in you the whole time. Sometimes you just need a good pep talk.
At this point in time, Wraith, you actually see what looks like to be this cowboy-esque, bit of a plump gentleman walking over into the bar with a group of people go into that room that you saw the tabaxi in.
Do they look familiar?
No.
Trying to kill me?
No role necessary. This group of people would have never been talked about, I don't think. Sean has never talked about that side, so these are not people that you would recognize, and none of them would have been from your past. I can meta-wise tell you that. You don't even have to roll. But it is suspicious. Like, I'm talking like 12 guys walk in, and it's like a whole posse. Some of them sit out into the bar area. Some go into the back room. But yeah, one person in particular you see is that elvish gentleman, the cowboy, walking in. You see him, which is also funny because he's an elf and he's fat. I think he's an elf, right? I think I got that right. I don't think you specified. You did not specify. So yeah, he's an elf. Yeah, you don't have unless you want to change that. I'll leave that up to interpretation for you, Doofus.
What was that?
It is a cool Papa being an elf. You don't have a race, so I'm leaving that up to you.
Yes. So I would say
he could be a GIF. The hippo voice.
I would say he would be either any variation of elf or possibly Shadow Kai. I'll let DM decide on that.
He'll be an elf. I'll leave my. He won't be a Shadakar, but let's see here. Yeah, we'll get into more specifics about that. But he's a plumpish, elfish gentleman that you all see walking in, and Manny just got to listen. What's up?
I'll be right back. The next 2 drinks are on me. I put down the credit.
Hell yeah!
But if you hear me, see me running, you might want to get out of here. And I want to stealth up to the door and see if I can get through it.
Get through it or see through it?
Is there a keyhole in it?
No, it's like a swinging door. But
Okay.
It is out in the open with the other guards that are sitting outside as well.
Does it look like a private area or?
It does look like a private area, yes.
I want to try to see through it.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage. Or you roll me a stealth check. You roll above a 15, and then you can roll at normal.
Okay, I'll do the stealth check first.
Okay. Oh, come on. I didn't even notice your stealth was a plus 12, so all you needed was a 3. You poopy head. Okay.
So 31 for stealth?
Yeah, no, you use the advantage of your magic to void yourself out in a way of everyone's eye view as you crack open the door and make a perception check with advantage since you hit over God tier. That's a 22 for the first one. Jesus Christ.
22.
22. You hear this elf just go, so you come to me to procure said item, but I don't see your family having any money left. Not with what happened with your daddy's bad dealings. And you hear, my father's business is his own. I am here to save my planet. And I will not have any backwater hick try to tell me otherwise. Now, do you have what I am looking for or not? Yeah, I got what you're looking for. What's going to cost you? Something that you don't have. And you see the black tabaxi pull out this credit like unit card that says GBB and slide it across. I think that will cover the sufficient funds for you. Now get me the seed, and quickly. I'll be on my way then. You see them quickly about to head out of the door, and you shift back. And Manny's like looking over the side, and he's talking to like this little dwarven woman, and goes, I don't really miss all the body hair. It's not, being a metal guy is not that bad. It's got its benefits. I still got the
That is-
hip here, all the party. Oh, dude, what the fuck? You're busting my game here. Come on.
You were failing even before you even tried, but we have to go.
He turns
something
around and the
important
dwarven girl's gone. And goes, God damn it.
Something's come up. We need to go and find the others fast.
Fine. Pay him. You want to be Mr. Good. And he's already walking out of the bar.
I already bought you 2 drinks.
Bye.
God damn it. I placed down the money. And,
The bartender looks at it and goes, thank you. You're about 50 more credits off. Your friend said that the dwarven girl and herb table could be charged on yours. Already outside, you already hear.
Okay. I slapped down the money and I'm thinking, okay, we're going to be playing like that. And then I'll head out the door and in my head, I'm thinking, Miss Kitty, 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 Miss Kitty.
Roll me a performance check.
You get There's other reasons why she went by the title Miss Kitty too, so people can be like that. Go, here, kitty, 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 kitty.
7.
It takes you a while. You end up finding Jean-Luc and RG first.
John Luke, you know where we found our new beer machine from?
That you see like a rarely solemn look. Like, are you talking about Genesis?
Yeah. You see, the GPB might be here in they want our beer machine. I like our beer machine. I say we keep our beer machine.
Miss Kitty,
That's
what
just-
are you doing currently?
Miss Kitty is pretty much, she's perusing the festivities and all that. She's actually collecting trinkets here and there, like little souvenirs and whatnot. If she's like, maybe seeing what they have for like fabrics.
Okay.
Fabrics, maybe jewelry, stuff like that, stuff that like the people have made and all that, that's from this area. And maybe a nice straw looking hat. So she's getting souvenirs and whatnot for her family, because this is kind of a new place she actually hasn't been to. So, and this is kind of what she does every time when she goes to a new place or city or planet and whatnot. She gets like trinkets and whatnot that she can send to her family, and along with a something more personal, instead of calling. Yeah, she does call, but a handwritten note and stuff like that. That's what she does. But so far, she's kind of not on speaking terms with Daryl Papa because he's a butt. She kind of hasn't done something like this in a while. It's maybe been like a good 50 years. So, and these
This is
festivities kind of
actually
look
crazy as well, because I just rolled a natural 20 for something to happen, but we're going to come back to you and finish because we're going to be wrapping up soon. We're going to head back and just finish up with Wraith and Jean-Luc, and we're going to finish it off with you. And if Vila and Genesis want to do something very quickly, we can, but I think if you want to do a date episode, we can have that for the next session. But
Okay.
Heading back to Jean-Luc and Wraith and RG, you all meet up. You're kind of having the conversation of what you guys were talking about. You might think that Genesis is going to be taken. He explains to you, I assume that you do, correct?
Yeah.
He describes Papa. And he says that he was already, like, he mentions, I was at the garden. And the moment that you say that, and then he said that he watched this like group of people walk in and they said all this stuff, and it was, you know, and it's like, what is going on? You take a moment to try and think, and you get this ping on your crystal, and it is it's like an email, and it only has a download. It says nothing, and it doesn't even give you the return address. It just has a downloadable ping thing that's happening, and it looks encoded.
Was it me or John Luke?
It looks like it says S0L dash 041.
Was that John Luke that got it, or was it off the crystal I got from
Only Jean-Luc. You see
Oh.
the email, and it doesn't even look like you got hit, and it went to your spam basically, but for some reason you get a notification, then you swipe it away.
I
A little
open it
while
up.
more, your crystal glows, shuts down. More information is going to have to be learned about this, possibly at a different time, but you get this zap when it happened, and you get a flash back to that fateful day. And you're not quite sure what you think happened may have happened. Something seems off. And you get this quick memory of Papa's nephew, just like, dude, we gotta go. Go. And this door comes shutting down as this electrical charge comes through. And that is where we're going to end with you two, as we head back to Miss Kitty. You're doing all this shopping, and you're having this type of nostalgia like you used to back home. Well, Dusty, it has been a long time. Still shopping for fabrics and goods, I see.
Who is this?
Rain. The black tabaxi. Looks like Padfoot mostly.
But the kind of the Rain always did kind of look like Mama.
Yeah.
But now for me
And
for a second.
he's got his hands behind his back, standing very appointed and regal like.
Yep, that's Rain.
Good to see you, little sister. And he leans down and gives you a cheek peck on both sides and leans back.
Takes this nice emerald green looking scarf that has flecks of bright yellow in it, along with some purple vines. Very ornate looking, and she kind of just drapes it over her brother and just looks at it a little bit. Green was always your color. What are you
I
doing?
don't miss being your mannequin, but you've always had a taste for flair, which is why I've always appreciated your Styles, what are you doing here? Did father and mother send you? Are you finally back in the fold?
You're funny, brother. I haven't seen Mama or Papa, and she kind of counts. 100 years now. I haven't been home since I left finished the academy.
You've not sent word once.
It
It was not my intention to check in on you, but
I do
you
check in
have
with
not
Mama.
heard.
Heard what, brother?
Father's gotten himself into a predicament and had to sell most of the field rights and planetary zoning back to the GBB. Our planet is on an accelerated trip, and mother and father have left the cluster.
Now,
That is why I am here.
now isn't that a pretty predicament? And then she kind of shares her mind with his, as they're probably, she's dragging him around all over the booths and whatnot, because he's got no choice now, because he's with little baby sister.
You see, as you connect to his mind, that there's a base trace of like a whisper, a murmur to try and keep you out. But you hear one thing that keeps getting repeated: retrieve the seed.
The what?
Retrieve the seed.
This isn't something that has to do with rejuvenating our home now, is it? And I don't.
Gives a smile. I knew it.
That's that you do know. You can't keep secrets from me. The whole family can't keep secrets from me. Now,
It
dear
is
big brother,
rumored that this planet has rejuvenating properties to it. A seed can be planted. An entire planet can be repopulated with plant growth. Now, given the fact that we have already mined most of the resources from our planet, replacing that with a viable source is something else I've been working on. Or at least we can fix the outside while we work on the in.
like
Part one of my plan.
like Operation Yarnball.
There was nothing like the onboard. That was a hack of a plan.
Dear brother, I do know about the artificial planet that our people are trying to make. It's one of the reasons why
it will work.
it will work, but how much money are we going to waste in buying other people's resources? Now, to help with your little predicament, there is a planet I would like you to take a look into, and then but you need to speak to a Miss Vila on furthering.
I'm sorry if any inclination was to think that your business is something I privied. No. I'm surprised to see you here, and I paid you the customary to say hello. But I wish not to be in yours, and I wish you to stay out of mine. That is all, sister.
Before he leaves, she will say sharply, you do know somebody tried to take a hit on our planet for total destruction. Or better, or simpler words, total annihilation.
He begins to walk away, make an insight check.
I'm scared. Ten. Freaking tens today, nothing but tens.
All you get is a smirk from him, and he turns his head and walks. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Planetscape Edge of the Void. I am your galactic DM. Thank you for joining us and soaring through the stars with us. Let's go down the line, please, as we always do. Pocket.
Good night, my darlings. I play the lovely Miss Kitty, who is still off shopping for trinkets and whatnot for her dear lovely family. And green is still my brother's color, whether he wants to admit it or not. You can check out my artwork and whatnot on Pocket Chibi on Instagram or my Twitter. I just got signed out on Genshin Impact, so fuck you all. Ha 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 ha. That's it.
That's such a grace to the swear jar. Just saying.
We're not in game anymore. Doesn't count.
Next up, Darren.
Hi, I'm Darren. I'm a streamer on Twitch. You can check me out at DLT 2003 on there. Come check me out. I play random games every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, yeah.
All right. Since he's back, Doofus.
Hi, I am Doofus Domain Cleric. You can find me on TikTok as Doofus Domain Cleric, on all the other platforms on as Doofus Domain Cleric. If I'm not there, then I don't exist. Also, how dare you, sir? I said hurt me, Dungeon Daddy, not scar me.
Haha.
Next up is Flight.
Hello, I am Flight. I forgot who I was for half a second there. I've been Vila, a frog who does not know that she just asked a robot out on a date. You can find me on the TikTokies at Flight Chaos. We've also got a Mayhem TikTok, and yeah, I'm around. I'm possibly going to be streaming some Goat Simulator on Mayhem as well at some stage. Maybe we'll see.
Okay.
Goat Simulator. Oh dear.
Finally, but not least, Con, would you please like to do your plugs and whatnots that you would like to give out?
Absolutely. I am Conkliot or Owen, depending on which way you'd like to go. And I play, and I'm really excited to join this group. So I've had a wonderful first time. You'll find me online as Conkliot on Twitch, on TikTok, on a lot of the other things that are social media related. And I do a lot of content creation, doing a lot of stuff. And yeah, thanks for a great first time.
Awesome. Just wanted to give also another shout out for the Mayhem server. Monday nights we have Little Planet Gaming still playing through her Final Fantasy X series, so come out and check that. Come and watch the YouTube series of our show. If you haven't already watched it, go back and check out the other videos. Hit that button right there because I'm trying to link all of those for the previous videos. Hey. Nextly, on Wednesday, we are doing a one-shot and other things to be continued. I know during this time of recording, we will already do our second or our final part of Triss's one-shot that she has going on, I believe. Still possibly to be determined. But other than that, we also have, but not least, our major Eric Doom Rising, where if you're watching this now, Zontan and Erdl just got trapped in Amir's old prison plane. Don't ask me how I got trapped there, but hey, hey. Other than that, thank you for joining us in Soaring Through the Stars. See you next Tuesday. That's what I outro. That's it. Bye.
Bye.
Miss you.
Bye, folks.